Well, here we are, Taste of Alaska Lodge, off Chena Hot Springs Road, about 5.5 miles. September 2011, beautiful fall day at the Everard Homestead. We'll kind of get a tour of the lodge. Walk around the grounds and check things out. Okay, at the Taste of Alaska Lodge, log house, part of the lodging at the bed and breakfast, a hot tub building, and the main lodge. 7,000 square feet. I think there's about 12 rooms in the lodge itself. The lawn out front for weddings and other functions. Beautiful fall colors are out. The end of September 2011. Fairbanks, Alaska. This is the log home that Dave Eberhard built back in the 70s for his family. They've since built a newer log up in the hill. This is one of the structures that offers great flexibility for Taste of Alaska Lodge. If a couple is up for the summer or the winter, they can take a room at the main lodge, which is open year-round. For larger groups, a family may take the log home for a week or so and live in the rustic setting of a log house. Taste of Alaska Lodge will host weddings during the summer. The log house is a good option for the wedding guests, the wedding party to stay in. Good example of how secluded it is. Here's the log home that we saw earlier. We're back behind it, and it's nestled down in the woods in a very private setting. There's another great advantage of Taste of Alaska Lodge. There's a building called the Annex, and it's basically a studio apartment, ideal for long-term guests or small family setting also. There's Walt's house on the Everard Homestead. This was built in 1940s by Walt. He raised 2 sons in that home, him and his wife. Still an active farm. You've got your garden every summer. Several hundred acres that are dedicated to hay production. several miles of hiking trails down through the woods and the lower fields. Great for cross-country skiing or snowshoeing in the winter, or just a afternoon, evening hike in the midnight sun in summer. And that's the house that Dave built for Debbie and their 4 kids. What's a homestead without a greenhouse? We cleaned out the greenhouse yesterday. Probably harvested a couple hundred tomatoes, cucumbers and such. A lot of what's around the lodge is a snapshot of early history of the territory of the state of Alaska. A lot of old mining artifacts. The scoops making up the path coming off the lodge are actually scoops off a bucket line dredge from the early 1900s that was used to mine the placer deposits. There's an old seeding machine for seeding the fields. Hydraulicing pipes for the placer deposit. There's an old bucket line dredge. Or a scoop for a long line. There's a steam-driven winch tub for hauling drag lines. And an old early period water pump used for pumping water. Some early pioneers spent many hours washing their laundry. There's even gas at 59 cents a gallon. Old potato harvester, relegated to a lawn ornament. There's an old boiler. They'd fire that guy with wood, producing steam to run the steam picks for thawing the ground, getting at the gold in the frozen permafrost. Well, there's a little walk around, a quick walk around to the Eberhard Homestead out here at about mile 5, 6 of the Chino Hot Springs Road. Deb and Dave have operated this lodge for the last 20 years. Just recently turned it over to Corey Eberhard, who now is the proprietor and operator. But hope you enjoyed a nice tour of the Taste of Alaska Lodge and the Eberhard Homestead. Beautiful place, absolutely gorgeous.